Okay, working on the Aileron nose skin, getting the counterbalance weight drilled. And I did watch a bunch of videos about doing it and how it moves. And so I did buy a thing for my drill press to hold the see it there, to hold the pipe nice and straight, so when I do drill it, it will drill straight. So we'll see how it works out. Here we go.
Howdy everybody, welcome to video number 3 on the Ailerons, and we will get started here pretty doggone quick.
It says to match drill these, but I saw, I forget who, if it was Plain Lady or if it was somebody else, but I saw where, because this is a harder material, it can walk on you. And so I don't think I want to do that and ruin that nose skin. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to trace that circle here. And then take it out and put it in a vise thing so it won't move. I'm not sure if that's the right thing to do, but it seems like I will have more control over it if I do that. So we will see.
So it did walk on me a little bit, and you'll see that here at the end of the video. But I do watch like the RV-10 builders and the RV-7 builders because a lot of the stuff is the same. And you can pick up on some hints and some helpful tips and stuff watching their videos as well. So I'm not just a watching videos for RV-14 people. Um, so I just think it's get your knowledge is anywhere you can get it from is probably the best thing you can do. But that little vise will hold the little V-shaped holder will hold the pipe. And as long as you're centered, and you have to center that thing, it wasn't centered there for a while. You can see me kind of messing with it here. Um, you have to center the drill in the center of the V-shaped thing, and you'll see in a little bit. I tried a bunch of different things, like clamping down the other end, putting a pipe in it, all kinds of crazy, silly things. Some things worked better than others. What I ended up doing though is bolting that V-shaped thing on the table of the drill press. So I bolted it on with like 2 regular bolts, so it was completely solid, and I made sure it was perfectly lined up in the center. And so whenever you put a pipe in there, any size pipe, really, any size pipe greater than a half an inch, you could put in there, and it would drill perfectly on the spot that you put it. And so that seemed to work out really well. I did try in, I think this is the, if I remember correctly, I think this is the left aileron front skin or nose skin. On the right one, I did try to like put a use the little press thing that pokes a hole. I forget what that thing's called, the dippler thing. It just kind of marks stuff for you. Um, I tried that, and then tried using my DeWalt drill, and that worked too. But I do have to say it was easier to use the drill press once I got it set up and lined up. So take the time, set up the jig the way you need it, make sure it's right in the center, make sure you have a good drill bit in there, and mark all of your places where you need to drill on the stainless steel counterweight in the nose, and then just take them over to the drill press and drill the holes. Was much easier, just letting you know. So it was much easier to use the drill press, but I will say, um, about 10 seconds ago you saw me using the long 12-inch drill to drill the holes that would connect the nose rib to the the counterweight bar there. Do not do that. Mark them with a marker, take it out, drill the holes with your drill press, because it will walk on you and it will drill out. It will make your hole in your nose rib oblong.
Okay, wasn't so bad. Slower drill speed in the stainless steel. I'm assuming this is stainless steel. Is better. So not so fast. Do it slower. Just FYI. Now I got to find the screws for this guy.
So, like I was saying, with those nose ribs, take it apart, like mark where the holes are supposed to be, take it apart, drill the holes outside of the nose skin. You don't want to be trying to finagle. You can't get the right angle on that guy, so don't even try. Just mark them, take it out, and then drill them, and you'll be fine. And it is true, slower speed on your drill, on your gun or your drill press. Most of them have variable speeds nowadays, anyway. Put it on the slower speed, and it does perfectly fine. You won't have any problems at all. And getting those in it's a bear.
Okay. So all of the videos that I watched on doing the aileron said, hey, the drill bit walks a little bit when you're drilling into the stainless steel counterbalance. And they are absolutely right. It does walk a little bit, except I think that's why they have you start with the number 40 so you can be pretty close. I mean, this one walked a hair. I mean, it did. It's not perfectly round, but it is not horribly bad in my opinion. And I think once you get the dimple and the rivet, I don't think it's that big of a deal. But it did walk a little bit. I mean, the other ones, I got pretty doggone close. I mean, these are nice round holes, right? Nice round guys. But that one walked a little bit. So it does happen, just FYI. So be careful. Deal. Okay, so that stainless steel counterweight piece in the aileron is not fun, but I did it all off camera, so I didn't show you guys any of my craziness to get it actually done. But I will say this, it looks good, really good now. I only had a couple of holes. Here, I'll show you, and they're not that bad. I mean, in all seriousness, it's a little bit out of round. I don't know if you can see the extra little bit, and then this one is a little bit out of round. Can you see the extra little piece? All the other ones look really good, so they're all nice and round. So I have two that are, how shall we say, just not perfect. So I'm not an airplane builder yet. Once I have this one done and flying, then I'll be an airplane builder and I'll do better. So it was not fun. It is lined up pretty good here. I am gonna file it. I'm gonna take it off and just file it because it's a little bit rough. These things are, the stainless steel, it's a little rough. So I'm gonna file it down a little bit just to make it a little bit smoother, to fit more. I don't know, it just seems, smooth seems to be what we're going for in most everything, and so it just doesn't feel right that is a rough edge. So I'm gonna file it so it's nice and smooth. But that's pretty much it for the counterweight. And I did find that the stainless steel is much harder to drill. Much harder. So just be prepared for that. There you go. See what's next.
So here I am. You see me, I'm working on the other. So this, I believe, is the left wing. The left aileron nose skin that I'm working on now. And I do it basically the same way. I trace out the holes for that where the countersink is. I kind of draw with the little pen there all of those holes, and then you'll see me. This is where I use the little punch and mark it, and then use the drill gun on a really slow speed to get it. And if you go slow, it will work. You have to be very, very careful though, because it will walk on you in a heartbeat if you don't concentrate. So be careful with that. I would still recommend using a drill press and a jig. That's just my own personal opinion.
Doing it with the drill gun is not fun, so I'm going to go over to the drill press. So that's where we're headed. I got to take it apart, and then we're going to be at the drill press.
See, that's what I was saying. It is much easier with the drill press, especially once you get the drill press all lined up. You'll see me, I kind of move through these pretty quick. Even at, speeding the video up, you can see that it doesn't take that long. They're all lined up, they're all nice and pretty, and they're all almost perfectly round. There was a couple of mistakes, but not too bad. And then you have to file down the that counterweight. It gets some burrs on it, and they're stainless steel. I mean, it's pretty. It'll cut you. I got cut on one of my fingers. It was pretty bad, but file those down so they're nice and smooth. Make sure they fit right, and there's nothing kind of poking out of them. And then you will find yourself putting the nose, skin, ribs, and counterweight together 2 or 3 or 4 times in the aileron process, because you have to line up all of the rows across the front. Then you have to, and you'll see me do it here, you have to mark where the ribs fit. I don't think I recorded it there, but you could see me trying to poke it, and I'll get my gun and put the holes in the ends. That's where the bolts from the nose ribs go into the counterweight hole. And I switch back over. It is much easier to use the drill press. Trust me, just use the drill press. But as you're doing it and putting it together, you have to mark it and get it in there, make sure it's lined up, and then you add the next piece on, mark it, make sure it's lined up, add it in there, and then finally, eventually, you'll get the actual skin, and you'll start putting things together. But it takes, I think I had it together and apart 4 separate times to get it to work right. And that's pretty much it for this video, is the counterweight on the nose rib skin. The next video is kind of putting all that stuff together, and you will see pretty quickly the ailerons come together, and they'll be on the plane before you know it. So as always, have fun. Make sure you like and subscribe. See ya. Bye.